Morning guys, I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes, okay, and then we'll start. Morning guys, hello Gemma, first timer. Oh, I'll look after you, I will. So if you have any knee problems, back problems, anything like that, then I'll give you options as we go. So level 1 will be like a beginner level, so work at level 1 if you're new, and then we'll gradually build you up, okay? Normally in a class I'd say go for level 2 because I can correct your posture, I can come and move you into a different position. Can't do that here, okay? So literally you're just going to have to judge it by how you feel, okay? So I'll shut this door so my dog doesn't attack us, and we will begin. Okay, so good morning everybody. So Gemma, my name is Shelley if you've not seen me before, my lovely. So we're going to work through some Pilates. We'll get you in the correct standing position. Take my shoes off. We'll then get you mobilized a little bit. It's like a warm-up, except for we're not getting hot and sweaty or anything. We're not really raising the heart rate, we're just preparing the body to work. And then we come down on the floor where we stay, okay? So toes and knees point forwards, shoulders down and relaxed. Make sure you're balanced and central, so you're gently rocking forwards and backwards, side to side, making sure you've got an even distribution of weight across both of your feet. You don't feel lopsided, you don't feel like you're leaning. You're then going to find your neutral spine. So you're tilting your pelvis forwards and backwards gently, just to find the position where your back feels the most comfortable. We don't feel like we've got too much weight forwards. We're nice and central, straight line from the head down to the heels, okay? That's called your lordotic curve. So it's your natural lordotic curve, your neutral spine, okay? I'll remind you constantly as we go through the session anyway. Now, core muscles, beginning with your pelvic floor. This is the muscle we would use to stop mid-flow, okay? So with ladies, it's that stop mid-flow feeling. With gentlemen, it's that testicles have a cough kind of feeling, okay? So it's that drawn up. So imagine your pelvic floor is attached to a lift, and you're going to draw it all the way up as high as you can to floor number 10, 100% engaged. You're going to lower it down to the 5th floor, and then down to the 3rd floor, and that's where you leave it. So you know you're drawing it up, it's not too uncomfortable, and you hopefully will be able to maintain it, okay? Then imagine you've got a belt around your middle, and there are 10 notches on your belt. So I want you to pull that in as tight as you can, notch number 10, so it feels really, really tight around your middle. Out to notch number 5, out to notch number 3, and that's again where we leave it. So some mild tension around the centre of the body. Now, because we're holding from the core, we then have to learn to breathe from the rib cage. Hands on the ribs, fingertips touch. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, open the ribs, and release. Take a nice deep breath in, open the ribs, and release. And relax the arms down. So lateral thoracic breathing. So from there, all we need to do is begin to pedal through your feet one side to the other, raising up an alternating heel, and just allow your shoulders to gently rotate in one direction and the other direction. Place your feet down, lift up onto the toes and release. Lift all the way up onto the toes and release. Good. We're going to take a nice step and reach out to the left. up and over, back into the middle, and then we go the other way. So this is lateral flexion, I don't even think that's a word, lateral flexion, strengthening, lengthening through your waist and through your spine. Just going to take one more here, and then we hold it in the middle. So now we want spinal rotation, so you're going to bring the arms up, keep the hips nice and still, breathe in, as you breathe out rotate, breathe in return. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in to return. So your hips are fixed and still. And we're just mobilizing through the spine. One more time to each side. And then into the middle and release. So we're going to start to lower down through the back. We'll do that twice and then we'll come down onto the floor, okay? So standing towards the back of your mat or whatever you're using, breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, just gently begin to roll down through your back. Soften your knees. Allow your arms to hang and relax like wet spaghetti. Then when you're ready, breathe in. Breathe out, begin to gently roll back up. Rebuild the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae to the top. Relax your shoulders, reset your posture. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out, begin to roll down through your spine. Allow the arms to hang and relax. And then when you're ready, gently beginning to roll up. Rebuilding your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're going to take a roll down and we're going to make our way down to the floor. Please feel free to take a drink at any time as well. Because I talk so much, my mouth is constantly dry. Take a breath in. I need to have one of them things on my back with a little straw that I can just drink all the way through the class. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Breathe out. Although that's not a great idea because it's incredibly hard to do Pilates with a full bladder. Good. And you're going to carefully come down. So you're making your way onto all fours for me. And you're going to bring the arms out slightly wider than your shoulders. You're going to breathe in, bring the chest down. Breathe out and push back up. So this is a push-up, but it's a Pilates push-up, not a normal press-up that you do in the gym. So you're breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. Level 1 in the hands and knees position. Level 2, 3/4, so legs are further away. Breathe in, take the body down. Breathe out, come up. And if you want level 3, then you're up on those toes. So make sure it is your chest that's coming between your hands and not your head. Breathe in, gently lower. Breathe out. Bring yourself all the way up. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in and engaged. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe out as you lift up. So I'm going to ask you, in your push-up, and at your level, for 2 more repetitions. Breathe in as you lower, out as you lift. And then once you've done your 2, you're going to carefully walk those hands in, and you're coming back to box position. Now you should have thigh gap, okay, so hips distance apart with those knees. Hands, you've got your wrists, your elbows underneath your shoulder. Don't have the arms right out in front. Back nice and neutral. Imagine there's a tray of drinks resting on your back. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, push one leg all the way back as far as you can without moving any other part of your body. Then breathe in and drag that leg in. Other leg, breathe out. Push it all the way back. Breathe in, drag it all the way back in. Now your core muscles are engaged. So as you push away, you're lengthening. You might be able to feel a pull through the middle of the body. So level 1, you don't have to lift the leg. Level 2, fully extend, then raise. Again, everything else stays still. Breathe in, touch down the toe, and drag the leg back in. So you could lift it, It's got to be straight before you bring it up, but also when you lower, your toes should touch the floor first. Then if you want the next level, you can slide your opposite hand out along the floor. When the toes touch down and you begin to bring the leg in, then you slide the hand back in as well. Make sure that those hips stay central. Last option is to raise the arm, opposite arm to leg. You've got to fully extend the arm and the leg to their furthest points before you lift. And they lower to their furthest points before you draw them back in, swimming, okay? Strengthening through your core and your lumbar spine. And I'm going to ask you please just for one more on each side, at your level. Now please don't rush, okay? I just guide you through these exercises. I don't want you to rush them just to keep up, okay? Deep, full breath, slow, controlled moves. Once you've done those two, you're going to gently lower down. You're going to prop yourself up on your forearms and elbows. Once you know what you're doing, you're going to keep your head still and looking down, okay? So all you're going to do, level one, keep the knees down and just draw up your pelvis. I don't want your bottom in the air, so bum down, draw up the pelvis, but keep your knees down at level one. Level two, knees come up. Keep the body still and central. Level three, make sure you're not going to slip, guys, okay? Level three, all the way up onto those hands. Remember, head and neck in line with your spine. If you're doing a leg pull, but you're looking around your room, you're not going to work as effectively. So try and keep the head nice and still, looking down. Draw up through the belly button, knees down at level one, up at level two. Now if you begin to shake or wobble, it's a sign of muscle fatigue, okay? So just have a rest and join back in when you're ready. I'm going to ask you for two more breaths, then you're going to gently lower down and you're going to turn onto one side. So either side, because we will do both. Now, you need to make sure the elbow is under the shoulder. Don't have the arm too far away. Legs are bent with the soles of the feet facing behind you, okay? All I want you to do, lengthen the chest, okay? Open the chest, so don't roll forward. Heavy neck in line with the spine. And then all I want you to do is hoist up your rib cage. So instead of having it down there, hoist it up, and already in this level, without anything else, your oblique, your waist, already working, okay? But if you want to go further, we're going to lift. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, the hip comes up. As you breathe in, you lower, don't drop. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Try not to roll that body forward. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Now you could, if you can take that arm away, you might want to add in the raise and lower. Up to you which level you use. If you want to work even harder, then your legs are coming out straight. Breathing out as you lift and in as you release. The hip, guys, it comes up, literally comes down to kiss the mat and then goes away again. Remember, if you don't want to move it, just hold it still. I'm going to ask you for one more breath and then you're going to gently lower all the way down onto your side. Now coming down on your side, I want you to rest your head on your arm. I'd like the fingers pulled away. I'd like the legs lengthened, toes pulled away. So we've got a straight line from the fingers down to the toes, okay? Now the movement is up, up, down, down. Okay, so to start with, hand there for balance, breathe in. Breathe out and lift both your legs. This is your start and finish position. position, okay? Breathe in. As you breathe out, the top leg comes up. As you breathe in, the bottom leg comes up. Breathe out, bottom leg comes down. Breathe in, top leg comes down. So you're going to breathe out to lift, breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower, not all the way, remember. Breathe in to lower. So you're only allowing those legs to lift as far as comfortable for you without compromising your posture. If you're lifting your hip, your leg, and your hips are rolling, make the movement smaller. Now, if there's a problem, if it's uncomfortable for any reason, you can keep the bottom leg down and just move the top leg. Hand can come away if you want to work a little bit harder. And then your next option is to take that arm all the way over. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you lower. Breathe in as you lower. All the time keeping that body as straight as possible. Up, up, down, down is one repetition, okay? And I would just like one more repetition, please. And once you've completed that, those legs can lower all the way down. You might feel you want to give your hip a rub. Absolutely fine. Then once you're ready, you're going to bring yourself up to seated position. You're going to have your legs bent with the feet down on the floor, okay? There is an option to have your legs straight if you prefer, okay? Try it bent leg first, and then if it's uncomfortable for any reason, go straight leg. Lengthen your back, chin off your chest. Breathe in, tilt the pelvis, so C-shaped spine. Breathe out, lower, only as far as comfortable for you. Breathe in, start to come up. Breathe out, continue all the way up without moving your feet or knees. Breathe in to tilt, breathe out to lower. Only as far as comfortable for you. Breathe in, start to lift. Breathe out, continue all the way up. Now if you can get all the way down, that is absolutely great. But remember, however far you go down, you have got to get back up without moving those legs. Straight leg option is there. Sometimes if you've got a lower back problem, or if you've got short, tight hamstrings, then a straight leg option may suit you better, okay? It's just a matter of trial and error really, seeing where you can work the most effectively. Enough to challenge, enough to feel what's going on. So we're working with 2 breaths. Breathe in to tilt, breathe out to lower. And then breathe in, start to lift. Breathe out, continue to lift. We've got to make sure on that first breathe in and tilt that we're allowing that C-shaped spine to be formed. I'll tell you, there's some tongue twisters when I teach sometimes. Breathe in and tilt, breathe out and lower. Breathe in, start the lift, breathe out, continue all the way up. And in your roll up, mobility and strength through your back and your core, please just complete one more repetition. Once you've completed that one, I'd like you to carefully come all the way down onto your back. Now, I want you to be comfortable. Lengthen the legs out and just rearrange yourself to find your comfortable position. So those of you who don't know me, my spine, I've had surgery on my back, so for me, sometimes being on laying flat is uncomfortable. If that's the same for you, then you can always have a small bend on your knees, okay? So breathe in. As you breathe out, I want you to lift one leg, literally about 10 inches from the floor. And your toes are pulled away, arms are down by your side, core muscles in. If, when you lifted that leg, your tummy domed upwards, take the leg a little bit lower. The idea is the core muscles are keeping that leg in place. We've still got neutral spine. We can still touch our fingertips together under our back, okay? Now, all I want you to do is breathe in and point the toes towards the body, so you're flexing the foot. And then breathe out and point the toes away. So it's just a point and flex. You're bringing the heel towards the wall, pointing the toes towards the body, breathing out and lengthening. Now if you're strong, you can have both legs lifted and working at the same time. Only if your back is comfortable. Otherwise stick to one leg, we'll do 2 more on that same leg, and then we will swap over. So when you're ready, when you've done your 2, that leg comes down, other leg comes up, start position is good, 10 inches off the floor. Breathe in, toes point in, breathe out, toes point out. And what we're doing is we're just lengthening and releasing through the core. Strengthening right through the centre of the body. This is an exercise that I only started adding recently and actually have felt the benefits of it in my core. And I only do a 1 leg option. Double leg option for me means my back isn't comfortable and my tummy muscles dome up. So I would rather work at a low level and get a really good technique and a good workout than try a higher level and not work effectively. I'm going to ask you please just for 1 more of those, then allow the leg, if you've got both legs lifted, 1 foot at a time to come down, and then you're going to bend your legs and place your feet down. Now as you come onto this position here, tilt the pelvis a couple of times, find neutral. If I placed a spirit level across your hips, the bubbler there would be central and still, okay? Shoulders down, relax, draw up your core muscles, so pull up the lift, tighten the belt. Breathe in, as you breathe out, lift 1 leg into a right angle position. Now Gemma, you should be able to reach your knee. If you can't reach it, lovely, then your leg's too far away. If you can reach it and you've got a big bend on your elbow, then you just need to take it a little bit further away, okay? So this is called the 100. Level 1, 1 leg raised, bent at a right angle, we hold and we breathe, okay? Very simple, but it's your core muscles keeping that leg in place. If you do want to go further, then you could raise the other leg as well. Might just need to find comfortable spine again. So those knees are parallel. Don't let your heels drop down, okay? I'll stick with 1 leg. If you guys want double leg, it's there. See how you feel. Bring up the upper body, chin off the chest, palms face down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. As you breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're pushing the hands down, keeping the chin off the chest. Breathe in, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in. If you've got both legs lifted, carry on. If you've just got the 1 leg raised, lower the body, allow the leg to lower, breathe in, breathe out, and bring the other leg up in its place, okay? Make sure you've got your good start position. You can stay here, of course you can, okay? But if you want to add the pulse, bring up the upper body, breathe in, breathe out, push the hands down. I don't want a big pull on the whole body. It's literally just pushing down through the hands. Chin off the chest, breathe in, breathe out, push down. Keep that leg at a right angle, don't let it get lazy. Got both legs lifted, remember, shins to the ceiling, right angles in the knees. And in your 100, I'm going to ask you please for 2 more breaths. Then if you've got your upper body raised, lower it down. If you've got both legs raised, lower both 1 foot at a time down so both feet are on the floor. And then if you're here with me, release that leg down. So using the leg that you used first, breathe in, breathe out, bring it back up to right angle. You're going to bring your arms up and your palms are going to face inwards, okay? And come slightly at an angle. So from here, we're going to be lengthening the leg out and bringing the arms over, okay? So breathe in. As you breathe out, lengthen the leg, pull it body, arms go over, and then breathe in and return. You're coming back to start position each time. Breathe out, lengthen out, breathe in, bring it in. Point those fingers, point those toes. Should feel like you're being stretched, being pulled from one side of the room to the other. Now, while this leg is moving, this other knee stays absolutely still. Don't let it wobble. Any problems, guys? If you don't want to move your leg, for example, you can just do the arms. If you don't want to do the arms, you can just do the leg. But if you're able to do both together, well done. So the options are there for you. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in. Harder level, both legs lifted, but only that same leg moving. I'm going to ask you for one more with this side. Then you're going to allow that foot to lower. Breathe in, breathe out, bring up the other leg. Good start position, knee above the hip. Breathe in, breathe out, lengthen, keeping that other knee still. Breathe in to return. Breathe out, lengthen all the way over. Breathe in to return. Make sure that knee stays nice and still. Only taking the leg out as far as comfortable for you. Don't quite touch the floor, okay? Breathe out to lengthen. Breathe in to return. So this is your one leg stretch. You've got strength from your core and your lumbar spine. You've got mobility through your shoulder, through your knee, through your hip flexor. So lots going on, okay? Remember, of course, your core muscles are still in place and your neutral spine is still in place. One more here for me, please. Breathe out to lengthen and in to return. Allow those feet to come down and then allow those arms to float down, and then you're going to turn onto your other side. How are we all doing? Please make sure that you take a rest if you need one. If you need a sip of water or anything, that is absolutely fine too. So the weather, we're supposed to be having a really good heat wave at the weekend, aren't we? Which is ironic because all week, if you've been with me all week, all I've done is moan how cold it is, and I've actually had to put my heating back on, and now we're supposed to be having a heat wave. Absolutely ridiculous. Elbow under the shoulder. Open your chest. Gemma, as you've not met me before, you'll learn I kind of talk a lot about things, okay? Sometimes I'll moan about my husband. He's gone out this morning, he's gone into town, he's gone to the bank. So I could moan about him as much as I like, really, because he won't hear me. But I'll be nice, because he's doing me a favour. Hoist up the rib cage. Make sure the chest is open, okay? You can stay here, absolutely fine. Otherwise, you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, lift up the hip. Breathe in to gently lower. Hand is there for a bit of balance if you need it, but don't roll forwards. Got the option then as well of bringing the arm up and over. Breathe out to come up and over. Breathe in to return. And then your last option to make it harder still is to have straight legs. Make sure they're one on top of the other. Breathing out as you raise, in as you release. You're just allowing that hip to kiss the floor and then go away again, okay? So in your side bend, working your obliques, strength around your shoulder. Just do one more repetition and then lower all the way down onto your side. Now you're lengthening out your body, you're pointing your fingers, you're pointing your toes, and this hand is there for your balance and support. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, raise both legs without rolling your hips forwards or backwards. Top leg, top leg. Breathe in. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Breathe into lower. Breathe out, raise. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lower. So it's up, up, down, down. Top leg, top leg. Hand is there for your support, but if you don't need it, if your balance is there, you're taking it away. Final option is to take that arm all the way over. Now, as you try a higher level, you might find you need to keep your movement a little bit smaller to help with your balance. Core muscles zipped up. Got a lot going on here. We're working down the outer thigh on your top leg, and you're working on your inner thigh on your bottom leg, as well as the core, the lumbar spine, and the obliques, because you're lying on your side. So we've got, what's that, 1, 2, 5 muscle groups working there. Core muscles zipped up, pulled in, up, up, down, down. I would like one more repetition, please. Then you can allow those legs to lower all the way down. Give it a little rub if you need to. We're going to do one final exercise as we come round into a box position. All we're going to do is some cat stretches and some arm work, okay? So, from here, back is flat, knees, hips distance, breathe in. As you breathe out, I just want you to slide one arm under. Don't want you to drop the hips stay in place. And then breathe in and bring that arm back in. Breathe out, push that arm over, hips stay still. Breathe in, bring it back in. So you're breathing out to take the leg or arm away, and you're breathing in to return it in. Try and make sure that you've not dropped your head, you're not moving your back or your hips. I'm going to ask you, please, for one more on each side. Then once you've completed those, you're in that box position. All we do is breathe in, round the spine, chin to the chest. And then breathe out and release. You see my donkey coming forwards and backwards to that door. Breathe in, round the spine. Oh, I just looked at him, I shouldn't have done that. And then breathe in and release. Breathe out, round the spine, cat stretch. Breathe in and release. So in your cat stretch, just do one more of those for me, please. And then from there, you can just sit back on your heels and stretch your arms out. This is called child's pose. It's a nice stretch around the shoulders, around the glutes. Good. Bring those hands back. You're going to bring yourself to a crouched position. We are going to make our way to stand. So if you need to stand near anything to help you up, then shuffle towards that thing now. Don't stand up too quickly, okay? I don't want you to have like a head spin or anything like that. So place the feet flat. Soften your knees in your own time. Begin to roll back up through the back, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to the top. So once you reach the top, I'd like you to relax. Lynn, I know he really, I couldn't read what you'd written over there, but yeah, he's so, I'll open the door and see if he comes in. Hello, baby. Shoulders down and relaxed. Making sure you've got that nice lengthened neutral spine. Make sure those core muscles are in place. We're doing Pilates, Dash. So Dash is my 13-year-old Labrador. Come here. He is such a gorgeous boy. He's like having a baby, honestly. He just wants love and attention all the time. So you just stay there, darling. Mummy just finished. Does anyone else call their pets like you're their mum and you're their dad and they're your children? Because I feel weird when I do it, but actually he's like one of my kids. So the rest of your day, make sure we keep our neutral spine in place, we keep those core muscles engaged, and then just try and enjoy the rest of your day. We're back at 4 o'clock with aerobics, okay? If you've enjoyed the class, there are more Pilates on our YouTube channel, and there are some more on this Facebook feed as well. So just have a little scroll through and see what you can find. They all vary a little bit, different exercises in some of them. Well done, I hope you've enjoyed it. Gemma, I hope you've understood it. It's very difficult, isn't it? You're trying to look at a screen and do what you're doing at the same time. Oh, thank you, you're very welcome. Yes, he is lovely, look at him. He's going to sleep now, I think. That's where, if I lay on the mat, he will just literally come and snuggle up with me there. He's got one eye on the kitchen because my son's in the kitchen looking for food. Anyway, well done everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.